Hey guys, this is a follow-up to yesterday's video as I promised. If you haven't seen yesterday's video, you should go watch that now. Otherwise, this video isn't going to make any sense. There's a link down below. I'll put a card up above that you can click on, and this video will pause. Go watch that video, come back. I'll give you a second to go do that. Okay, so we all should be up to speed. It's been not quite 24 hours, maybe more like 20 hours. I haven't touched this. I'm gonna take off the tape and see if this worked. I got a number of good responses yesterday to the video. Other suggestions of how I could have done this. Someone suggested just filling the whole thing with epoxy, which certainly would work. I would have to fill the whole thing though, and that would be kind of expensive. The football has a pretty large volume in the middle, and it would take up quite a bit of epoxy. Someone suggested white glue, which certainly would have been cheaper, and I didn't think of that. White glue would have worked, although white glue tends to shrink when it dries, but you could have gotten around. There's ways to get around that. Someone suggested plaster of Paris. Again, that would be a pretty cheap, good way of filling the whole thing with something, so I'd have more surface area to glue this down. I was laying in bed late last night, and I thought of another solution, or at least something you could do in combination of some of those other ideas. I could have used like cotton, just tightly packed like cotton balls, and plugged it where the football part kind of met the base, so that whatever I filled it with, whether it was epoxy or glue or plaster of Paris or whatever, wouldn't fill up the football part. It would just stay in the base. And I think tightly packed cotton would be a good enough plug. The glue or whatever would start to harden before it actually made it all the way through the glue and got into the football part. Someone suggested a product called Milliput resin, which I'd never heard of. It's kind of like what I call an epoxy putty. It's, the consistency of like a soft clay. You mix the resin and the harden together. I've used products like that before and not had great results with, but apparently, at least a quick Google search of Milliput resin showed that a lot of people are very happy with the product, and it's used in a variety of different things, model making, casting, all sorts of things. So it's something I'm going to look into a little more. Maybe it's actually a good putty resin, putty resin. I don't know why I can never remember the word putty. And then someone also suggested Sugru. I don't know. I'm terrible at pronouncing words. It's like this rubbery thing again, kind of the consistency of soft clay. You can form it, you can mold it, you can actually smooth it out and get a nice finish on it. And then I think it air dries, and when it dries or cures, it has a kind of a rubbery texture, and it looks pretty cool. I've seen videos about it. I've never used it. I've always wanted to though. And then someone, my dad, suggested the obvious solution of just getting a different football. And that would work. It took me a long time to find this one. I like this one. Plus this stupid thing cost me $8 plus shipping. Okay, can you tell I'm stalling? I'm a little nervous about this. Yesterday I was feeling good. After I did it, I was feeling good about it. When I was editing yesterday's video, I realized I may have made a boneheaded mistake. So this fake carpet is held on. I sprayed spray adhesive onto the wood and onto the back of this fake carpet and waited 20 seconds and stuck them together, and that works very well for holding something like this on. But what I forgot to do was clean off the spray adhesive on the circle where I stuck the football. And so I'm a little afraid now that what happened was the epoxy I used stuck to that layer of spray adhesive and didn't actually bond with the wood. And so what's holding this thing on is actually just a thin layer of spray adhesive. Spray adhesive works great for thin things. It's not going to be enough to deal with this football. So I'm now a little worried. But I guess we just got to take off the tape and see. The resin should be pretty hard. Here's a little trick I came up with. I always keep the little piece of paper, cardboard, or whatever I use to mix epoxy on. I don't throw it away right away, so I can test it to see if the epoxy had cured, and then instead of having to mess with the project itself. So this seems pretty hard. It might not be 100% cured, but it should be good enough to at least see if this worked. All right. This first tape is already coming off, so, but that's the under. Let's do this. I hope this grass doesn't stick to the tape. Oh, it doesn't. That's not much. That's good. All right. Okay, I haven't touched this. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. Okay, this seems pretty good. Here's the real test. I'm going to pick this thing up by the football. I'm still a little nervous. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yep, that worked. Yep, I am happy. We are good. Nice. Yep. Nope, no worries. This worked. This paste epoxy did the trick. I am happy. I hope you liked this video. As always, if you did, give it a thumbs up. I hope you liked this kind of format, this kind of peek in the middle of a project I'm working on. I enjoyed making yesterday's video and today's video. I will probably be doing this kind of thing again in the future. So I have a few things I need to finish up on this trophy, and then I need to edit that video, and there will be a project video about the trophy on the main channel, Makeify 1. That'll probably go up sometime next week. Again, I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. I don't think there were many bloopers today, and I need 20 seconds to fill up the end card. Do you like college basketball? I'm a big fan. My favorite team's North Carolina Tar Heels. They have a game in about an hour. It's where I went to school. I'm also a fan of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. I went to grad school there. Don't follow them as closely, but I still root for them when I can.